I am Sister Cyril Mooney. I am an Irish person. I have been in India since October, 22nd of October 1956. So I've already completed 46 years. I'm into my 47th year here in India. I love India, and that's why I stay here. I also feel called by God to be here and to spread His love out to as many people as possible. So in India, education is a very highly prized and very highly priced to get a good education. The majority of schools are overcrowded and understaffed. If you are well enough off to be able to pay for a good education for your child, she or he in their turn will also get a good education, be able to get a good job, and so be able to send their children to a good school. On the other hand, if you are one of the perhaps 75% or 80% of the country which lives on or below the poverty line, you will not have the money to pay the fees for a good school, and consequently your child will be condemned to a second-class education and possibly join a large pool of unskilled or semi-skilled labour which can be easily exploited by others. In order to break this vicious cycle of poverty, we at Loreto Sealdah have introduced a new concept, the concept of the school being a resource centre for the poorest of the poor. The whole value systems of the school are built on community rather than on competition, and therefore when the children are in class, they are studying whatever they study to the utmost of their own ability, competing with themselves and trying to better their own performance rather than looking at other people and trying to get ahead and leave other people behind. Consequently, we open our doors now to every single kind of child. The regular children come in, we have 1,400 of them, and they come from, 50% of them come from homes which can afford to pay a fee and therefore give me stability to pay the teacher salaries. And the other 50% are coming from the very, very poorest slum areas, tiny little holes in the wall, but they do have parents who can insist that they come to school regularly. Now all of these 1,400 children, whether they come from the very poorest places or they come from well-off homes, mix together, wear the same uniform and attend classes together, play, work, study together. 1 minute, do you have to make so much noise, please? Please stand silently. We feed about 700 such children every day in school because they come hungry. They come from very, very deprived homes. You got them earlier making the chapatis. Yeah, but you didn't get them being served their food.
Morning we will get up and we will come down and we will ready breakfast. Then we will ring the bell and everyone will come down and they will have breakfast.
In addition to that, we also have a third group of children who come off the streets. Now they are not able to be regular. First of all, in many cases they don't have parents, or if they do, their parents are very dysfunctional or are struggling so hard just to survive on the side of the street that they don't have time to make sure their kid comes to school. Now these children work. They work in the markets, they work down and collect coal down along the railway tracks. They work all over. And therefore they're not always free to come to school at the time when they should come, which for us is 8 o'clock in the morning. So what they do is they wander into school as and when they are free. We keep our gates open all the time. And whenever they come, they will find a teacher free and ready to teach them. These teachers are the regular children whom I mentioned earlier, 50% coming from slums and 50% from well-off, who all of them, when they reach the age of 10, which means 5th class, we harness them in as teachers. And for the rest of their school life, they give 2 periods per week to this work. and it's written into their timetable. So there's no way by which a child will come off the street and find no one to teach her.
We do various activities such as playing with them, making things out of mud, clay, etc.
When they come here, I divide them into different groups. So they are in different groups now. They are like a red group, orange group, blue group. Just I have written on the board there. The group, they are being separated in different groups according to their abilities. Not their age, but the abilities we have separated them.
My name is Nessa Laclay. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm connected with the organization of ISAC, and they're the ones who helped me to volunteer for this, to help with the rainbow children. And the reason I chose this project is because I think they do a very good job, and it's very interesting to teach and educate the children here. And I'm here to help in any way I can, which is helping with either English or math or just social skills and communicating with them and playing with them.
Many of these 10 and 11-year-olds who drift in off the street, when they stabilise, we can put them into class 4 or class 5 within less than a year, because of the activities of the other children helping them and pushing them forward.
When they usually they teach their own rainbow. When they come, I have given them one rainbow for whole year. If the child is absent, and they teach somebody else. Because to keep up the continuity, that is better to keep them like that.
নাম কি নাম কি বাবু এদিকে দেখ বাবু sister coming.
In the night shelter, we keep children who would be at risk on the street, who perhaps have no parents. Many of them have no parents at all, and some of them have parents, but the parents are so dysfunctional that it's not possible for them to stay with them. And they once they decide to come off the street, then they come in and they stay with us. That means during the night they sleep upstairs on the terrace, where during the daytime they would have studied. They help to cook their own food. We do have a cook who also cooks, as I say, for 700 in the middle of the day. They make their own breakfast. They make their chapatis every night.
We are making chapati for everyone. We will do tomorrow. We will do now, and tomorrow we will give us everyone, and they will eat, and we will finish.
And they work very well in teams. And each team has got their own particular set of chores to do at night. After their dinner, some clean up the kitchen, and some wipe down the tables, and some wash curtains, some clean out toilets, and so on. Each group taking turns every night. They do their homework also in the night shelter in the evening. Then they have lots of fun. At their dinner they are allowed to look at television, some cartoons, and then generally they play around also. And really the night shelter and the whole setup for these street children is really meant to be as close to a home atmosphere as possible. So there's a lot of homeliness and a lot of fun and pleasure, and children sitting around doing homework, drawing, picking up crayons and seeing to things, doing jigsaws, just lying around in the evening just very much as they would on a carpet at home, doing different things that they're interested in and that they like to do.
Big is small. Big and small.
I also sleeping here, and I stayed 24 hours here. Yeah, this is my home, and they are my child. but she is only not my daughter. All the children is my daughter. She's a great mama.
Good night, sir. My name is Mongoli. My name is Taguri. My name is Salma. My name is Deepa. My name is Mariam. My name is Ganga. My name is Pinky. Nambal. Durga. Durga. My name is Durga.
Just the other day, we had a little girl from Tamil Nadu.
She just followed 2 Australian visitors who had dropped into the school from the railway station. We did not know anything about her. And then we realized that none of us could speak her language. One day, we decided that this girl was terribly frightened, but we did not know why. So late one evening, Obajit and myself took her to the church next door, which had some nuns who spoke her language. They translated for us that Durga was extremely frightened because she felt she was surrounded by devils, many of them who were headless. And she even told us that she came from Andhra Pradesh, from a village called Rajmundri. She was able to give us the name of her father and her mother and a few other short details.
Her father name is Shankar and mother name is A. Lakshmi. And father is a rickshaw puller.
Accordingly, we contacted an NGO in Andhra Pradesh called the SKCV Trust and spoke with its director, who said, bring the child across. So now Durga will find a new home in Vijayawada, which will be close to her roots, and also she will have people around her who will speak her language. We hope she will be reinstated finally with her family.
You want the pussy? Pussy? And wherever we can, we try to rehabilitate the children back into their home background. But there are still many, many children on the streets of Calcutta, girls who are at great risk at night. And these are the children whom we hope very much to reach out to and to really incorporate them in and give them the opportunity to grow up as useful citizens of the country.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, in the land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.